completely different.
It's the political season. And a lot of people are complaining about getting political phone calls, political emails, political ads. I had to flip the channel during the World Series. Go Dodgers! I hate the Yankees. But we'll talk about the Dodger fans being morons in a second. But I had to flip the channel whenever it was the World Series because they were just showing political ads. And that doesn't even bother me. You know what bothers me? I'd never heard of this cat. There's this guy, Colin Allred, who is going up against Ted Cruz. And last week, he went, hey, could you help donate $25 to my campaign so I can beat Ted Cruz? And I'm all for beating Ted Cruz. But when you're asking people for money, especially in this time where there's inflation, and I know he's not in Florida, but people went through a hurricane, and we're just sick of seeing you guys. Nobody cares. Nobody's impressed. Oh, Colin Allred, you want my money. So I made a video about it. And he didn't respond, and he viewed it like the coward that he is because he knows that he's annoying. But he's a pretty boy. He's a former football player. He's a pretty, handsome African-American male with a beautiful wife. So he thinks he's better than all of us. And in some ways he is because he gets access to people's numbers. I've had 5 different numbers associated with this campaign asking for $25. Go kiss my ass. You should be compensating me for me thinking it's an important text message, and I get this asswipe texting me. I'm just going to play a little bit of it. I'm trying not to be too political on Happy Hour, but I want to, give Colin Allred his platform to talk. I want him to be able to speak to the millennials, and I also want to just make fun of him. Here is Colin Allred, the guy that keeps blowing up my phone more than a girl has ever blown up my phone or a boss that was mad at me. Here is Colin Allred talking about his campaign on ABC News. A liberal on ABC News? No, that never happens.
We met up with this week Congressman Colin Allred at a moving screening of a film about women being denied abortions in Texas.
That's the thing is he's all for abortion and women's rights, and I do side with him on that. I just don't want you to blow up my phone.
It's the latest in our Race to November series. Allred hoping that this issue will help him pull out quite an upset in Texas.
You know those really handsome politicians that have perfect white teeth and they just seem like they're such nice people, but they cheat on their wife and they're scumbags and they're imbeciles. I get that vibe from him. He's too perfect.
Hey, Congressman, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Hi, Lindsay.
Hey, Lindsay.
Hi, I think you texted me 5 times today.
Hey, Colin.
Very nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Grab your popcorn. The Senate race in the Lone Star State is a nail-biter. You want a popcorn also?
Sure.
I love watching these politicians in public. I'll take a popcorn. Kind of like when you watch Kamala Harris drinking beer at that place in Michigan. It's like, the microphone's on. Talking family secrets. They're so awkward whenever you put politicians in an everyday situation, especially Trump going as a garbage man the other day or his McDonald's thing. This whole thing needs to end. I hate politicians. I can't wait for a time, and I'm going to say it, where Gen Z and Millennial can run for president and for these positions. But these guys are not it. Shows the movie theater.
A former NFL linebacker for the Tennessee Titans,
Colin Allred, falls on the football.
Allred knows how to crush the competition.
Yeah, so pretty much he's a guy with CTE that thinks it's cool to blow up people's phones for money in tough times.
Against the run, we got a tough job this week.
We think that Allred can turn this all-red state blue?
Yeah, he's probably going to lose, let's be honest here.
That's not the first time I've heard that joke.
Not the first time. Do you want to have sex later?
That was original. Oh, man, I worked on that.
Colin's got our back.
Now a congressman, Allred is hoping to take down his biggest opponent yet as he vies for the coveted Senate seat held by Ted Cruz for 12 years.
Yeah. In Texas, I don't think you're really going to be taking that.
With y'all's help and God's grace, we're going to beat Ted Cruz.
I've noticed this political season more than others. I felt like the previous political seasons, there was more, and maybe I'm just romanticizing things and not seeing things clearly, which I can do sometimes. I feel like there was more talk about solutions, especially in the Obama era. It was like, we're going to do this and this, and we're going to do this and this. Like, I don't remember Obama, and I could be wrong, but from what I remember, I don't remember Obama going, we're going to beat Mitt Romney. We're going to beat John McCain. It was all about change. And then Trump, I think, was the one that changed it, that made it more about singling out politicians. Like, what are you going to do for us? It's cool that you want to beat Ted Cruz. I don't like Ted Cruz either. But what are you going to do for us?
Maybe we can just grab a seat over here for a moment. Is that all right? They say everything's bigger in Texas. It would certainly be a big upset if you're able to defeat Ted Cruz. What makes you think I can do this?
Yeah.
I got a pretty smile. I have the guts to blow up people's phones asking for money, so I can do anything I want.
Well, I'm a fourth-generation Texan, and I was raised here in Dallas by a single mother. Went to public schools here. I struggled growing up. My mom was a public school teacher. We don't pay our teachers enough.
I used to be a Boy Scout, and I would call people over and over asking for $25 for popcorn.
I got a scholarship to play football at Baylor, became captain of the team, played in the NFL, became a civil rights lawyer, and ran for Congress in a district that nobody thought we could win in. We've had 12 years of Ted Cruz misrepresenting our state, of him being uniquely responsible for this abortion ban impacting our state, of going to Cancun when we need him most.
That's very accurate. All of this is fine, but you asking for money, you come off desperate.
I'm the exact opposite. I've been the most bipartisan Texan in Congress.
True Longhorns say here in Texas, there are only two sports, football and spring football. And in these parts, Allred is football blue blood royalty.
All right. I just wanted the audience to get to know the person that blows up my phone more than an angry ex. And let's go back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Let's go back to 2016. Here's the greatest video ever. Autistic Ted Cruz auditioning for The Simpsons.
Hi, I'm Ted. With Harry Shearer retiring, I'm auditioning for any part I can get in The Simpsons.
He said Simpsons.
I can get in The Simpsons. Smithers,
This is Mr. Burns.
release the hounds. Excellent. Hidely ho, neighbor.
Ned Flanders.
Oakley dokley, neighborino.
Sounds like Ted Cruz being Ned Flanders.
One of the great exchanges between Homer and Lisa. But Dad, I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat animals. But Lisa, animals are so delicious. There's the animal we get bacon from, the animal we get ham from, the animal we get sausage from.
Sounds like Ted Cruz talking about meat. It doesn't even sound close to Homer. Whoever in his campaign 9 years ago was like, yeah, this will help you beat Trump. You're an idiot.
Dad, that's all the same animal. Oh, sure, Lisa. A magic animal that all the wonderful foods come from.
It's supposed to be Homer Simpson.
Kang and Kodos. In one
The aliens.
of the great classic episodes when they run for president. I'm running for president now, and it's really tough. Forward, not backwards. Upwards, not downwards. And always twirling for freedom.
I love this. The comment here. Ted Cruz may have a face made for radio and animation, but he also has a voice made for silent film and pantomime.
I have been told many times, I have a face for radio, and I have a face for animation.
That guy thought he was going to be president. That's a sign that you're mentally ill, that you're like me doing awful impersonations of The Simpsons. That's going to be what helps me win. He's the worst. So is Colin Allred, but he's just a little better, which is politics in general. You'll never believe it. I just got a text from Colin Allred that says, I'm calling you out, friend. I need you specifically to donate to my campaign against Ted Cruz today. If you can't spare another gift today, that's okay. But if you're open to it at all, give me 30 seconds to explain why this is the great way you can spend $25 today. My campaign is the best shot Democrats have ever had at defeating Ted Cruz. A recent poll had me up by 1. A week later, another poll had me down just 1. This race couldn't be closer. Ted Cruz has super PACs pouring millions, 40 million and counting so far into Texas to support him. I have people like you. If we can raise 3 million by midnight tonight on Halloween, we can win. If we can't raise that, we won't be able to keep up. The main way we raise money is from texts like these, and all I'm asking for is $25. So please, if you don't care about defeating Ted Cruz or flipping Texas blue or protecting the Democratic Senate majority, will you click this Act Blue link and send me just $25? When you chip in $25 along with thousands of other grassroots donors, it gives us what we need to fight back and defeat Ted Cruz. Thank you for being a part of this campaign. Shut the hell up. At least like when Adam Carolla used to make movies and he had grassroots campaigns, you would get like, I don't want to say prizes, but like I got his movie Road Hard and his book Not Taco Bell Material for donating to the movie. I'm not just going to donate money to you just because you want to beat Ted Cruz. Guess what, buddy? You were average in the NFL. Yeah, you made the NFL, blah, 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 cool. And you are an average politician. Any other politician would not be begging money over and over again. You know why that's happening? It's because you know you are going to lose to Ted Cruz.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.